Welcome back. My name is Jeff, and this is Wordfully Yours, and this is the monthly wrap-up for the month of April 2024. This is one of the new things that I'm doing with the channel. I had to move some stuff around. I needed more time to write, so I had to move my schedule around to make time for it, which means less time for other things. So this is one of the changes I'm doing on the channel. If you'd like to see me do something else, leave me a comment down below. I'm still making changes. There's still new things to come, hopefully. And I appreciate you bearing with me while I make the changes. So anyway, here we go. These are the books that I've been reading over the month of April. That includes everything from what I DNF to even the trade books that I've been reading about writing and marketing and book publishing and whatever. So this is what's been going on with me. The first thing I got a hold of is Seven Vampires by, I don't know if I'm saying this right, Lavi Tidehar. It's a book about a vampire detective. Two things I love, vampires and detectives. You'd think it would be a kid's book based on the cover. It's not. It's very grown up. It's very, there's a lot of, grown up things, shall we say. It was a very quick read. I got it done in about a day. It's a lighthearted look at the mystery genre with vampires. This is the first in the series. After reading this, I put the rest of it on my TBR. I recommend it. If I were to give it a star rating 1 out of 5, I would say a good 4 out of 5. If you like that genre. If you do, it's a great book. Pick it up. And then I finally got to read The Wonderful Wizard of Oz, the actual book that the movie was based on. I'd never read it before, and I was just perusing through my Kindle, and I found it for free, and I just had to read it. And let me tell you, it is a wonderful book. The whole thing reads like an adult telling a story to a bunch of kids. It feels very magical, and it feels very wondrous and very fanciful. And all the other words that you would use to describe this. It was also fun to see how it differed from the movie. Like in the movie, they're ruby slippers, and in the book, they're silver slippers. The obvious change because, one looks better on camera than the other. The book is very violent. I understand that back then they saw violence very differently, especially when it was violence towards animals. Violence towards animals at the time was seen more of a defensive, more of a necessity kind of a thing. Whereas today we have the luxury of giving a crap about what's going on with those animals. Back then they didn't. They were just trying to, survive and get by. It was a different time. And the book reflects that. But it does keep its childhood innocence. I definitely recommend the book if you haven't read it already. There's a bunch of books in the series that I found out. I might get to them, I might not, but I really like this one. If I were to give it a star rating, I would give this a 5 out of 5. I probably would have given it an even higher rating had I been a kid. I love this book. And I'm glad I finally got to read it. Then there's Mission to Universe by Gordon Dixon. This one was a disappointment. I love me some Golden Age sci-fi, but this, it was dry, it was slow, it felt very pointless. I picked this up at a used bookstore because it looked like something that would be right up my alley, but it's just, God, I just couldn't handle it. So I DNF'd this one. I'm not going to give it a rating because, I don't know. It just seems unfair to give this a rating. But there you go. It was a DNF for me. Then there's Killing Is My Business by Adam Christopher. This was the second in a series. I love the first one. And so I had to pick up the second one. It is rare that I like a book enough to read others in the series because my TBR pile is so massive. I like to say it's so massive that it has attained its own gravitational field. It's pretty big. So a book really has to resonate with me, like really, really resonate with me to make me want to read another one in the series. And this is one of them. I love the first one. The second one, it wasn't as good as the first, but I really Well, I really loved it all the same. It deals with gangsters, which aren't really my forte. And the chapters really talk about the politics of gangsters. I really had to glaze over, but the payoff is really worth the setup. So again, this is one of the books I recommend. I give it 3.5 out of 5 stars. The first one I would have given a 4 out of 5. So there you go. And the one I'm reading right now, currently, is called The Vampire Virus. I picked it up because I've recently been wanting to focus on the vampire genre, because I have a vampire book that's out right now, and I'm currently writing the sequel to it. Name and everything is still to be... It's in the first draft stage. Just leave me alone. So I picked this up, again, at a used bookstore. So far, it's kind of... I'm about halfway through. I think I'm going to finish it. I'm liking it. It's not the best book ever, but it's worth reading. So that is what I've been doing in the month of April. This is one of the changes I'm making to the channel with these monthly wrap-ups. Let me know if you think I should make any additional changes. I got some more stuff coming. Hope you liked. See you later.